Creator in the red color. He is ahead with 1-0 against his opponent. Seed starting to the top right in the orange for Incredible Miracle. Lost on Daybreak to the Blink Stalker push of his opponent. Very well done by Creator here. And yeah, I'm joined by Wolf now. Todd just headed back to the player area.
Yeah, I don't know what Todd had to say about that game. I'm sure he had a lot, so I won't talk too much about it more, but again, I mean, Seed did not hold his expansion, but the way that he tried to, like, I've never seen someone almost hold like that in a way where I was just really impressed by his bravery, I guess you could say, in a way, to try to do that. I think this is the time to make Nexus. He was wrong, but he almost held it anyways, and that just shows how great his decision making is and how his micro was almost enough to save him there.
He had those two Immortals, and this definitely was kind of a threat to Creator, but at some point the stock account of Creator just completely got out of control. Yeah, indeed. He had so many of them blinked in, took both Immortals down, and from this point on it was just a losing battle for Seed, who could not match his opponent's unit count. So very well played by Creator and Seed nonetheless. A really enjoyable PvP. Now we are at the second one, at the FnaticRaidCall Invitational. This is a best of 3. We are still in the round of 8, so the winner in this battle will advance to the semifinals.
Yep, indeed.
Of the lower bracket, if I'm not mistaken, as far as I know, we will actually see the winner of this PvP face either Oz or Hero. So the lower bracket of the battle of the tournament consists only of Protoss players.
It's a tough road if you're bad at PvP. Hardly any of our players here.
And
actually, I would say all of our players here are pretty good at PvP.
Thinking about it, the upper half of the bracket doesn't have a single Protoss player in it.
Yeah.
So that is, we will definitely not have a mirror matchup in the finals.
We do see a offensive gas here by Seed very early on, and you can see the core timings of these players. Creator's core is a little bit ahead of his opponents. He may be able to make use of that. A lot of people do not know how to deal with a gas steal. Now, Seed is spending a lot of chrono in this warp gate. It looks like, I mean, he's saved up so much that it looks like it's only natural for him to be going for definitely some sort of early pressure build. Not necessarily a 4 gate, but some pressure. And some people do this where they pull probes to kill us, because the probes, they would have been mining from the gas anyway, so it's okay to pull a few of them here. Some people prefer to just say, you know what, I can't actually compete, do like a warp prism 4 gate or something like that. And when you get your gas stolen, though, it's actually so bad. Think about how bad it is to get your hatchery blocked by a pylon. Think about it being like 4 times worse for this matchup, and that's what you have with a gas steal.
Yeah, we kind of talked about all these really nuisances with Todd a little bit yesterday, because right now a lot of talent players place down an engineering bay to stop the expansion
oh my god,
of the
that
Protoss
too.
bit. And Todd was like, it always tilts him like crazy when this happens.
It's so annoying. There's nothing you can do, and the Terran doesn't lose anything from doing it. It's so annoying. But there goes the Robo, so he's gonna potentially put pressure on here. He does have that really fast warp gate research compared to his opponent, and he may be able to use that if he wants to try to dash up the ramp and scout, or just try to trade with his opponent in units. But he doesn't have any forward pylons or units out on the map, so it doesn't look like he's going to put pressure on. But the potential for him to do so was there if he wanted to. Now, right now, Creator is getting his own robotics. The timing is actually almost dead even. Seed and Creator basically finish their robotics at the same time. Seed following up with double Zealot, which means he's probably going to go Colossi, but we'll see.
Yeah, we talked just a little bit about how the game actually evolved in PvP, how it's not really that much of a coin flip anymore, how there are a lot of stable builds. And it's, as you predicted, we have the Colossi right now, the robotics bay, the transition for Seed, and at the same time both of them now with the first Immortal, just to trying to be safe against any kind of incoming gateway pressure.
This is the exact same build I do almost every PvP what Seed is doing, because I feel like it's definitely the easiest, but there are ways to exploit it. You know, making this Immortal for Seed allows him to keep his opponent guessing and also potentially be aggressive if he wants to. And he also knows that no matter what his opponent does, if he tries to do some sort of crazy Blink Stalker play, he'll have the Immortal to be safe. Now, ooh, look at this, he's going to come in here and see no Nexus. That's actually really useful to know. He's not going to be able to see, he's not going to be able to see what his opponent's doing. Nice Immortal hide by Creator. And now Seed is a little bit in the dark, but with what Creator's doing, it just doesn't seem to make sense, because now he has no Nexus. It's going to be a late Nexus, and Creator, he can't do a whole lot from here. If he tries to go Colossi, he's way too late. If he tries to go Nexus, he'll probably die to a 2 Colossus timing. So he's in a scary position. He's going to go Nexus now. He can hold this, but it's not going to be easy, and it may come down to Seed's mistakes if he can hold this.
Yeah, definitely. If he's able to save his Colossi and do a lot of damage, I mean, the goal for Creator is definitely going to be to take out the Colossus as fast as possible. He has the units to do so, but it's not going to be easy.
I would like to see him. Well, as soon as he finds out with his Observer that his opponent's going Colossi, if I were Creator, I would make a Warp Prism so I can try to drop my Colossi behind the line of fire to try to target down, or rather, drop the Immortals behind the line of fire to target the Colossi, because that's going to be something he needs. Twilight Council going down now.
He's going for Blink, and this might give him an edge over his opponent. As long as the Colossus count is not too high, and you only have like 1 or 2 of them, you can still try with a decent stock count to blink in, snipe them before they do too much damage. Especially when you have Immortals in the back to just kind of back you up against your opponent's Stalkers. It's going to be tricky nonetheless.
It all is going to come down to the timing. Can we check Seed's vision? Has he been able to get this Observer to see the Nexus? Because I don't think he checked for that. Okay, so he does see the Nexus. Because now he's starting range, and he is going to hit with 2 Colossi with range. It's all going to come down to timing about the Blink, because if his Blink isn't done by the time the push hits, which it probably won't be, then he's not going to be able to use that. And this is really an interesting choice by Creator. It's going to give him mobility, but I feel like he made this choice too late. I don't think he's going to be able to hold this. He may potentially do it, though. It's all going to come down to the micro of Seed. Seed will have to micro this perfectly well. Has he added additional gateways in his main base to follow this up? He's actually doing so now, yeah, adding his 4th gateway. And he will be able to probably end this game if he has a forward pile and he hits this timing just right.
Blink is only halfway done while Extended Thermal Lance is about to finish. He's taking down another Stalker that was guarding the Xel'Naga Watchtower, and at this time, if Seed attacks, as Wolf pointed out, we will probably have Seed taking the game, and he has 2 Colossi now, so at this point there's not a lot that Creator can do. He's getting more and more Stalker, he's just biding his time. He wants to have Blink complete in order to at least stand a chance against his opponent here.
Yeah. Now there are a lot of sentries in the mix as well for Seed, which will allow him to change the battle the way he wants it to be. Notice he can just poke with his Colossi now because he just has that range to do so.
Blink will be done in only like 2 or 3 seconds, guys, and there it is.
Yeah, now he needs to make sure, he doesn't know about the Blink, but his Colossi cannot be separated from these units. If they are, he's really going to be in trouble. Nice micro here, the Immortal doing some extra damage, but not targeting the Colossi.
Beautiful force fields trapping the Immortal on the edge, and now Creator really has to time well when he decides to completely go in. He's taking a lot of damage already.
Now's the moment.
And he kind of misses it here. He's losing most of his units.
He's losing way too many. His micro on his Zealots there, he hesitated a lot. He's trying to use the Zealots to tank and using Colossi to do the most of the damage. The Stalkers blink, but not into the best position, and actually, with another Warpin, I think Seed is going to do it regardless.
Creator has at 59 supply against 58. Now even the drones the probes get pulled.
Nice target on that Immortal.
He needs to take down these Colossi, but
yeah, he cannot do it.
Hold this back for quite a while. If you have a look at the Harvester count, you have 27 to 27.
He won't be able to hold this. Not with the Stalkers. The Stalkers are too low. Even with Blink, there's just too much DPS in that ball. He's missed it just barely, and now he may even, I don't know. He's waiting so much here, but the Colossi remain alive. Caldor, that's the real story here.
Seed is controlling his unit so well to this point.
So well.
And those force fields that he places down are just beautiful.
Yeah, look at how these units are stuck.
So important. Yeah, that's exactly this.
Alright, the last Immortal is out. He needs to pull his Colossi back.
Taking nice a lot of hits on the shield, but here comes the Blink, trying to blink in, and immediately he retreats with his Colossi, and there's Creator dropping in supply, even saving this Colossus. Nope, it dies in the end, but it does not matter anymore. Creator is down to 36 supply against 50. Blinks away, tries to save his units to fight another day, but this game is not gonna last very long.
No, it's not. He could potentially add his own Twilight Council at home now and start getting his own Blink just to be safe, but I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's just going can actually push up the ramp, which gives Creator the ability to potentially run away here with the Stalkers and try to do a base trade, but even that won't work, so he may catch this Colossus.
He is able to match his opponent's Stalker count, and he has Immortals and also Colossi in addition. Links down to the bottom, picks off some reinforcements. Well done, good job.
Yeah, this is going to stop reinforcements, but he still has to deal with this push that's actually destroying his production now. And his Stalkers can't really return. Oh, I cannot believe that Seed allowed that to happen, but even so, with the blink forward, several Stalkers will go down. The probes are coming off the line here. The Immortals targeting the Stalkers, and even though he will clean up some of these units, it does not matter.
9 kills on the Immortal, 10 in the end, and Seed, he ties the series 1-1. We'll see a third game. Good job by Seed.
Textbook, old school Colossus play there.